I was in a head-on collision at the Austin 10K as an atheist college student. I broke my back 3 times. My spine was damaged and 3 vertebrae were shattered. After bone shards squeezed my spine, I waited 17 hours in the ER. Someone told me my death rate was 77%. No, I'm young and strong, I said. Running a race was my plan, not dying. When I died on the operating table, you can only imagine my emotions. I didn't believe in an afterlife, therefore I thought our energy went into the ground, trees, and grass when we died. The realization that I was a higher intelligence spirit surprised me. I sensed clarity as my spirit left my body since I was so concentrated on my mind, my true self. This is my spirit body. All that lifeless flesh on the table is just a tool to get me through life. They're functioning on meat. My true self is spirit. Everything was clear. In those early moments, my brain appeared heightened. After things started, I could see the surgeons in the operating room. I processed a lot of data quickly. Ethereals can see all angles and orientations. At the foot of the bed, I saw celestials. Despite not being angels, I may call them light creatures because they were made of light. Imagine energy flowing like robes. I couldn't see any wings under the billowing garments. Their appearance was ancient and intelligent. Whether male or female, they possessed human faces and shoulder-length curly hair. Flowers were gorgeous. The most essential thing was that their light-based eyeballs could communicate telepathically. That fascinated me. I said, wow, this light not only communicates with me, but is also sending healing into my spirit form and my physical body. I couldn't help but think the neurosurgeons didn't know the angels were helping them when they said, watch this, shining light into their backs. I felt energized and certain that I could walk, run, and live after this because to their assistance. The year was 1990. Reiki must be well known for using angelic power to cure others, but I'd never heard of it. I had never seen something so bizarre. I thought, oh, these smart neurosurgeons are helping me. Wow, fantastic. After the screen went black, the horrifying part began. That beep and noise are well known. My body was dead, I knew. They were about to open my hip to transfer bone from there to my back, so it looked pretty nasty. I really don't want to see how they're going to revive me. I remember thinking, this is going to be a bad sight. Finally, I left surgery. I saw my stepdad take a candy bar as I walked down the corridor. I just thought, oh, that's funny, but it was true. I thought he was healthy, but he's eating Snickers. If I never returned, I prayed he would be good to my mother. It seemed like the spirit form was embraced, and I tried to take control, thinking, I don't really have to return, do I, despite the angels asking me to walk and run again. My life can start here. After my near-death experience, I felt one with everyone I'd known, which was very formative. More individuals must realize that being kind to others now will be most essential after 50 or 100 years. This includes supermarket, barista, school, and office employees. All people have a common energy flow. What you do to others will come back to you. I felt affection for everyone I'd met, and I understood we leave this world with the desire that others would be happy, healthy, and successful. I then went through a tunnel. Personally, it was lightning fast. I was just stargazing in the light. I was barely afraid throughout this encounter. Being in the body is terrible for many, but death isn't that bad once you're there. So it is. God's wisdom was approaching me. God showed me my life. In particular, I recalled my kindness and spirituality. God seems to desire me to improve overall. My 22-year-old self was snobby, cliquish, and contemptuous of people who prayed for me. Since they weren't my students or college students, I loathed them because we probably had nothing in common. However, their spirits and hearts were exquisite. Looking back, I regretted my actions. I stopped forming quick judgments about people after that. I inquire about their inner selves. Who are you? What motivates you? And are you kind? This lesson seems to be repeated frequently. Unfortunately, the world is full of manipulators without compassion. I think God was telling me that some people are good at heart. Find them and befriend them. I saw that clearly. I then continued to this lush, undisturbed grass scene. Nothing was dead or injured, and everything was alive. This location clouded my spirit. On my walk to heaven, I heard voices say, "Love is all that matters, all that we take with us, and be like a little child." I remember begging, "Oh God, give me more," because these teachings were simple. "Love is all that matters" by the Beatles won't get me back. Please provide me some formulas or prisons. Do we really believe love is everything? However, seeing my grandpa brought back childhood memories of pure love. He was the only one who changed. Seeing him calmed me. I only have our love memories, I thought. I don't remember his dying shape or leukemia appearance. I can only think about his deepest longing to be my grandpa, to tell me tales, connect, and make me feel valued and cherished. That was amazing. Only our love survived in that world. His question encouraged me to continue, and I entered God's light. As I flew, my spirit turned to God. God was more than a light. He shone brightly. It changed my life. It was smart and intriguing. I can't express how amazing. I only heard murmurs of such love from my grandparents, parents, and friends before. It resembled a love atomic bomb since it was so big. I realized that in our bodily body, we spend a lot of energy not loving ourselves, being dissatisfied, and being anxious. We forget that we are connected to an unlimited source of love for a long time. No matter how we were raised, we deserve this bliss and have the divine right to it. All can access this love. Despite others' prayers discouraging me, I said, "Whatever, I'm going towards God." God is amazing. I hated returning here as my connection with God grew. After meeting God, this place lost attraction. I wanted to mix with God and enter that glorious dimension. Look down. I heard God loudly as I was stopped. I saw a river flowing through time from where I stood, and I thought it was a river of life. I could sense that some folks were in darkness while others were linked to God's light. They kept their link despite God's physical separation. What is that darkness? I wondered. Easy as pie, it seemed. It seemed simple to inspire people to get to know God. It seemed simple, like there were no killers or horrors, only dread and a connection to God. I wasn't happy when God informed me I'd study. That wasn't my life's goal. My poor upbringing made me think, no way. We stay or you give me a new mission. God forced me back into my body just as he was going to mock me. Why are we here? That question is reasonable. After being here, I think our spirits are wanderers or combatants seeking a deep lesson. We felt like winners back then. Always remembering that we are love, whatever the future holds. We shall attempt our best despite knowing we will make blunders.